summon the nerds.
Today we're going to be seeing Sharky sub in for P4K or PAC for LFO UK, and we're in for a good match today. Both of them playing very high in their qualification leagues, and both with a lot of regulation wins.
I believe the placements we're looking at is 4th and 6th, but nonetheless, enough with the waffle because Flores has been banned. EGIRLZ coming out with their attacking ban. There goes Thatcher off the board. What is your take on that?
Thatcher and Flores are both very utility-based bans, so both of those are looking to get that out of the game straight away, especially LFO UK on the defence. They're going to be looking to get as many of those walls sealed off to waste as much utility as they can.
I'm assuming they banned Flores just to get sort of blue easier for them. Flores can be a right pain, especially with the exploding drones flying your way.
Flores can certainly cause a lot of trouble on blue, especially if you're trying to play behind there with a shield, because if you can't get that shot off that drone while it's still soft, that's going to be causing a lot of trouble shutting down those shields and forcing you to fall back again.
But nonetheless, we're coming out with a mirror ban standard. It's Oregon. You put a mirror on defense, and I tell you what, it's not a good game. But smoke!
A smoke ban is interesting, yeah. A smoke ban is interesting, especially from a defense side to ban that first. That's a lot of utility you're taking away from yourself there. So if you're planning on playing someone else, let's hope you can play them well.
Yep, 110%. Could not agree with you more. Now, I've been gone a fair while. Does the 6-pick still exist?
6-pick has been turned off, I believe, but on attack, when you come back into a game, you're droning and you can change your operator. So that's a generalized whole team changing their operator to a different one.
Well, there you go. Nerds, you've done your research on the teams here. I'm just here to scream and shout. Could you tell us a bit about how you think the scoreline may play out?
I think today we're going to be looking at a very, very tight match, especially on the side of EGIRLZ. Overall, they've had 5 MVPs in their qualifying matches. We're looking at Tyrox and the Red Cannon here today. They're going to be playing some interesting games, both placing a lot of MVPs while they're playing in their qualifiers. They placed first in their qualifications with all 4 regulations wins, meaning they had 12 points and no losses. That's a very interesting to see. Usually teams, especially in qualifiers, have lost at least maybe 1, maybe 2, whether it's OT or in regulation. But see 4 regulation wins straight away, that's very, very interesting. So I'd say my money's on them. However, on the side of LFO UK, they've had 2 MVPs overall in their qualifications, which is Noob and Kezel. They placed second in their open qualifications with 4 reg wins, 1 OT win, 1 reg loss, and 1 OT loss. They've won 3 rounds so far in the league.
Oh! There you go. That's a spawn peak and a half coming out there. It's now 2 versus 5 and all looking lost for the attackers now. Ace looking to go for the jump out, comes out. He's going to be able to hand the head onto it, but the refrag comes out. Triple kill for Shrexer. How would you pronounce that? Sharky. Sorry. Apologies, but a 1v4 scenario is not looking too good. Goes for the pre-firecade, looking to come back. He's now looking to rotate in towards the kitchen, but a player is going to come meet him. Goes for the swing, sees him, and Sharky, I believe that's a 4 or 3k for him there.
Excellent round there, as you can see from LFO UK, certainly showing those 4 regulation wins, and definitely those 3 rounds they've won so far in the league. Excellent play from Sharky there, shutting down that team early on, especially with that spawn peak, incredibly effective just with that god aim. Unfortunately, we didn't see much from Tyrox or Red Cannon. EGIRLZ got shut down very, very early on, losing 2 of their players and a lot of utility.
Yep, I think that does prove a point that you really need to be careful with drones, whether that's utilizing them to their very best, saving them, so you have 10 drones to go in with, or just putting them in a place where you know that someone is going to be potentially.
Yeah, we didn't see much clearing there. Straight away, they sort of came out and instantly 2 got picked off, meaning they clearly mustn't have been watching that window very sharply. It's quite a typical spawn peeking position as well. Often you can see it in matches, even in ranked. So interesting to see that they didn't peek that. Not looking good for EGIRLZ in that first round.
Well, that's the thing. Is LFO UK just looking to play a long game of ranked out here tonight?
Well, we can expect something interesting from them, seeing as they got a lot of wins under their belt and not many losses. I think we're either going to see some very interesting stats, or we're going to see something incredibly basic that just other teams just can't counter. So we could be seeing incredible mechanical skill, or we could be seeing a high tier team.
Oh, no way. He's going for it again. Sharky with the spawn peek. Is he going to be caught this time? Anyone spawned there? No. So, no kills for Sharky as they look to rotate towards blue with a knock and ace. Loki going up with the call, but they're once again just rushing inside. Sharky's going to grab one. He's going to grab two. That's a double kill for him. That turns it into a 3 versus 5. And once again, it's not looking very good for EGIRLZ. Sprays coming out from Fnatic towards blue, but they still don't know where Sharky is. Sharky's going to be able to get one more, and that's it. It's a triple kill for him, and that's it. The round's over once again, almost 30 seconds into it.
Sharky straight away making his imprint on this team in replacement of Pack, instantly shutting them down a 3k straight away, knocking out their whole team. I think Sharky even got a 4k, is that, if I'm seeing that correctly? Yeah. EGIRLZ is currently signed out. They're not playing yet. They haven't been warmed up or something, because that is shocking to have 2 guys die to that one lane go.
Yep, Sharky's just playing around, but Tyrock's looking for the spray. He's going to be unable to find it as Jaeger goes out for the swing here.
Flawless round and aggressive play from LFO UK. Excellent, just what we'd expect from a team like them.
Yep, I just don't know if EGIRLZ is able to counter the aggression, and honestly, the mechanical skill coming out from Sharky tonight, it's something else.
He's certainly making up for the loss of Pack, in fact, maybe even improving. But EGIRLZ certainly not showing us just quite what those 4 regulation wins can do. Placing first in their open qualifier, that's incredibly powerful and something they could really be showing off now, but we're just not seeing it from a team like them.
Yeah, 100%. Could be potentially be looking at a 6-0 turnover here. I can't guarantee you it, but Oregon is a defender-sided map, so you never really know what's going to come next.
Even with defender sided, they should be getting at least 1-2 picks. A flawless round straight away with 2 spawn peaks in a row definitely isn't looking good. It's not a good light, and I wonder if they're suffering without the use of the LMG meta.
Well, that is very true. I believe, does it not still exist on console though?
The LMG meta, the recoil is a lot more handleable, so it is similar, but it's still a very difficult meta to keep in control, as you're losing a lot of recoil control at the end of those mags.
Yeah, no, 100%. LMG meta is out the window, but it's not stopping Sharky. He's going for another spawn peak. I don't believe anyone's spawned there this time. So, how long are EGIRLZ going to be able to stay alive for? As Alibi looks to put an aggressive spray. EGIRLZ just playing a little more passive this time, but Sharky, top tower, is he going to be able to get a kill or 2 from here?
It's going to be interesting to see, especially as they're trying to hold off on that tower, but Sharky instantly putting down rounds.
Yep, Tash is going to take some damage. I'm not exactly sure from who he will be taking the damage from, but Tash, ooh, he's looking to play aggressive out on main here. Nothing as of yet. IQ looking to take the swing. They have got small tower control here. Alibi looking to get that vertical. C4 goes out, nothing. It will not connect. They're looking to play off the vertical here with the Sledge. Sledge might have seen some feet running. Thermite gonna open up the wall now, and do you know what? I'm not gonna lie, it's looking good for EGIRLZ. They've got vert, they've got small tower, they've got the wall open. What else do they need to pull this round off?
Match is looking a lot better now with EGIRLZ within the control, especially taking that pick off Sharky, shutting him down after aggressive 2 games.
Yep, Sharky's out the window. IQ and Thermite. Twitch looking to play aggressive up on the breach, but no, the counter's going to come out from I'm Just Too Noob, playing aggressive down the corridor. Target's going to take some damage here. Cade playing behind the shield, but there you go. Twitch is able to grab one onto I'm Just Too Noob, leaving us in a 5 versus 3, but not in the way you think it. It's EGIRLZ with 5 players. Plant going to start going down. Everyone's just holding behind the Osa shield. Are they going to be able to deny it? It looks not to be. 45 seconds and counting. Remember, you need that 7 seconds to defuse. Sprays and praise going out. 5 versus 2 turns into a 4 versus 1. Fnatic going to grab a double kill there. And Monkey G2 looking to swing. He's going to grab 1. Will he be able to grab 2? Nope. That's immediately refragged by the Sledge there.
That's the EGIRLZ I wanted to see. That's the EGIRLZ that we were shown in those qualifying rounds, especially with that sharp attack, setting up, getting those verticals almost straight away. Those crossfires were set up almost perfectly. As you could see at the end there, they had 2 guys watching the breach, 1 guy on flank and 1 guy playing behind that shield, covering both angles, meaning he was able to pick up that refrag as soon as one went down.
Yeah, 100%. And they've played the 2 main sites of Oregon, and on a third, what you might call the rotate site, they seem to have lost it. So By going that count, are we looking at a 4-2 scoreline here?
I think we're certainly looking at roughly a 4-2 scoreline. Perhaps even a 5-1 if they can play that right, learning from their mistakes and possibly holding a further, top floor vertical hold. But we'll have to see how they improve. Maybe they haven't practiced their strats as much on that site, but I sure think so, as this is one of their strongest maps, definitely.
Yeah, no, 100%. We've got a lot of utility on the side of LFO UK coming out tonight. And drone-wise, EGIRLZ, they're keeping it on the board, I believe. I think that's all 10 they've got so far, no?
I believe they have 3 drones remaining, which is 2 picked off, but there's still a good amount of drones to have left. That's a majority, which is what we want to see. They've got a lot of utility, especially on the defense there. Yeah, they're ready to hold that site. Looks less like a roam heavy, more like a, anchoring sort of site.
And not Sharky on the spawn peak, but it will be Monkey playing aggressive. Sharky is gonna look to play up close and personal with that shotgun in master bedroom. And talking about drones, they have got mute. I reckon Twitch might run into a little problem here.
Yeah, Twitch is certainly looking at a couple of issues, especially trying to take out those cave claws. Those are going to be reinforced by the mutes, meaning as soon as they're going in to try and open up those, they're going to be losing drones.
Oh, I wonder if this IQ is going to miss drone here. Oh, there we go. There's one, but a refrag immediately comes on Sharky. So they are going to be able to take out IQ. Knock taking a little bit of damage, but nothing done back onto the opposing team. Just spraying and praying once again towards the hole.
I mean, yeah, it's nice to see Knock in more games now, seeing as she was sort of really low pick rate during the start of these matches.
But ever since they've introduced the silencers and no damage, but nonetheless, my waffle is nothing as a kill is going to be able to found, turning it into a 4 versus 3. Low HP Osa looking to rotate up towards the roof and potentially get a new angle on to our LFO UK. Spray and praying going out from Jaeger. Nothing's going to be able to be found from him there, but time is ticking down. EGIRLZ have got to make a move if they want to secure another round.
EGIRLZ making a very powerful push here, using those impact EMPs just to good use, taking out that barricade there, instantly allowing them to push into that trophy and making a play onto the alibi. Oh, an excellent pick there.
Oh, Monkey, he's going to swing that corner with pure passion. He's going to be able to pick one up, but is he going to go for 2? Yes, he is the 3rd. Yes, no, yes, as he retreats back towards site. He's turned it in favor of his own team. LFO UK looking to have that extra player sledge, looking to push towards white. But the question is, do LFO know his location?
With that one play, they managed to turn that round almost 100% around straight away, picking up the triple kill. That's pretty much shut down the EGIRLZ. And that is LFO's round straight away, instantly.
Is that a 4K coming out from Monkey, I believe?
That is a 4K coming out from Monkey, which is something we'd like to see. I mean, we should be looking at Noob and Kezel. They're our guys that we've been looking at for the MVPs. But Monkey, Sharky, they've been really showing us just how it is to play this game properly. Spawn peaks and 4Ks almost every other round. It's interesting to see.
Yeah, 110%, but that is going to grab them another round. And if they're able to secure one more, they will, worst case scenario, be looking at a 4-2 split. But if they proceed to go the way they're going, maybe you were right in saying that they are going to be looking at that 5-1.
I think if we could see another well-defended site, especially on Laundry, I think we're looking at definitely a 5-2. Laundry is a very strong site for a lot of defenses. They managed to hold it very, very well. A lot of setup, a lot of utility is very important. And that's exactly what they're bringing here on the side of LFO. I think EGIRLZ are certainly going to have trouble attacking this site.
Especially with Goyo, he brings those. What are they called? What, Goyo canisters?
I don't know. Vulcans, aren't they?
Oh,
the
yeah,
Vulcans.
they
Used
are
to be the Vulcan shields. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to be the good old Falcon shields, but no, just the canisters now. And did you know, I think it's around 25 seconds that they last for.
I know, it's crazy. I was playing a ranked match the other day and I accidentally hit one whilst I was trying to open up a window. Couldn't push for a whole round. I had to wait till I go somewhere else. It's like waiting in line.
Time wasting and effective, but not only is it time wasting and effective, he's got the Vector and...
Not only does he have the Vector, it's a 1.5 on the Vector, which is incredibly good sight, especially to have on the fence. And a gun like that, that's a lot of power in one hand.
I am not going to stand in the way of the Vector. Honestly, that thing is like a goddamn machine gun.
No, especially not in the hands of Sharky. I mean, he's got incredibly good mechanical skill. I mean, just to watch him pick off like kill after kill after kill, getting a drone there as well, shutting down even more utility for the opposing side.
100% Tyrex looking to come out for the pre-fires, but nothing will be found. The KB looking to push up the stairs, but will Aroma be caught out? We'll just have to wait and see. 50 seconds has passed. Tyrex looking to go for the peak on blue here, but nothing's going to be found so far.
Truly, bringing a Dokkaebi over perhaps the use of Jackal, who is currently available, is interesting, but yeah, is also understanding. A Doki is a very good in the current meta, especially with the Mark 14 if you've got a good hand.
I could not agree more with you there. I reckon if they really want to hunt down these roamers, just go for the double, but that doesn't matter. Twitch is going to be able to pick one off onto Monkey, so that turns into a 5 versus 2. Are they going to be able to find the second one? No, Mute goes for the swing of the shotgun, turning it back to a 4 versus 4. He's hiding in Harry Potter once again. C4 going to go out, nothing to be found with it. Nomad pre-firing left, right, and center, but nothing going to come out of that.
Twitch going for quite an aggressive play there with almost 4 or 5 bullets left in him. Actually went to swing back onto that Mute, possibly not knowing just quite the firepower he had in his hands. But having that shotgun, that was an easy fight, especially on stairs.
Yep, could not agree there, but they are looking to push back site. Have they got control of blue yet? No, they're just peeking it, and there goes a Vulcan. That's going to waste 25 seconds, so they're going to have to halt progress there. Albi's going to take some good old damage. Tash is going to be down, though, in the making. Do they? No. And are they able to confirm it? C4 going to blow the back window out. There you go. That's it. Sharky's going to be able to find one. Is he going to be able to confirm it? Cade's going to grab one back onto the red cannon, and the swing comes out from Cade. Is he going to be able to find it? No. The Nomad's going to swing back and turn it to a 3 versus 3, but Doki is down. There goes the pick. It's now a 2 versus 3. The Nomad very, very low HP, and I'm just too new. Pre-firing. Is he going to find anything? Yes, no. 25 seconds left on the board. There goes the Nomad air jab, and well, we're going to be able to hear one, and it's turned to a 2v2.
2v2 with one down, especially, so that's pretty much a 1v, almost a 1v1, seeing as a health on Tyrox, but they've got Diffuser in hand, so I think it's an advantage of EGIRLZ now. Excellent pick.
Yep, truly amazing, and Nomad left with nothing. Are they going to save? Trying to go for the kill here, spraying, but nothing is going to come out of that. LFO taking another round, so worst case scenario here, they're looking at a 4-2 split.
There we are, excellent, good to watch and good to see. That was a very, very well played round. Really nice to watch, and we're looking at a 4-2 split. But hopefully, with the kitchen and dining, they'll learn from their mistakes, and we'll see a nice little 5-1 here. But with the way EGIRLZ played last time, if they could just bring that back, especially if last round they played it very close, just weren't able to shut down that Roma as they should have. I think Doki had both her logic bombs left, if I was seeing that correctly, or perhaps one of them. She could have called that, could have shut down Sharky. They didn't have that roam, they didn't know he was there, and he was able to get those picks off in the end. Incredibly well played from him.
Yeah, if you are able to hold down sight and then your roamer comes, you know, down from wasting 2 minutes, that he's just going to wreak havoc on you, essentially. There's not much you can do apart from get trapped in between, you know, pushing sight and a roamer becoming behind your back.
Definitely, that's a very troublesome situation to be in. And with that Vulcan going off just sort of at 50 seconds left, that left him with, what, 30 to 25 seconds left to push into sight and actually take control. Leaving them with that little time and a Roma behind them, especially with low health on Tyrox there. And that was a very worrying sight for them to be in. Even in a 2 versus 1, that was very difficult for them to win due to lack of time and the Roma being unknown where he is.
So for their offsite, they've not decided to go for, I think it's kitchen and dining, but they've decided to go for church and dining instead. So I wonder if this small adjustment is going to help them grab a round on EGIRLZ.
Perhaps, yeah, and playing in meeting and dining is maybe an easier site to defend as they've got sort of that closer. They're a bit more protected by other rooms. They've got a bit more of a buff to hold onto, especially with the vertical play that they seem to be holding now. This could be a very exciting round.
So we're looking at Zofia, but down below is a mute, a roaming mute. Tash. I've not seen a roaming mute in a while, but you never know. So they have got 2 roamers, oh, 3. It's a very, very wide, expanded site player here from defenders.
Definitely, and Tash on Laundry Stairs here. Is he going to get a free pick, or is he going to get picked?
Oh, Tash is going to pre-fire, but the mute, he's not going to fire anything back. There you go, first kill. Refrag's going to come out immediately, though. And it is going to be Sharky to grab another one, turning his score 11-2. And that's a pretty with KD. Oh, I'm just too new. Pre-fire is going out onto the Twitch, leaving her low, but she is going to be downed and finished by the man, the myth, the legend, Sharky. Turning it into a 3 versus 4. Spraying and praying, once again, happening from our attackers. Swing is going to come from IQ. She's going to be able to find one. Is she going to find two? No. Whips out the pistol. It's not going to be enough. Sharky's going to grab a third. It's a 1v3, and it's all over. I'm just too new. Picking up a... Is that a 3k for him there, I think?
I'm just too new, managed to pick up a 2k, as Sharky managed to pick up the 3k. Those two playing off each other is very impressive to see. I mean, Sharky, for a step-in player, has had an incredible game, shutting down multiple people, getting multiple 2ks, 3ks, 4ks in every single round we've seen. This is quite a trouncing that EGIRLZ are taking on this map. I don't know if they've practiced their strats, but let's hope to see a better defense.
Yep, and well, they're going to have to win all 4, and that's just to bring them in sight of turning it 5-5. Are they going to lose one of them?
Attackers need to locate and
I mean, I'm expecting to see at least one loss, especially playing in those meeting and dining areas. Those are very hard sites to defend, especially for a team like this who have not been showing their A game today. We've seen one round which was incredibly well played, and they managed to catch LFO off guard, but just nothing since then. I mean, it's as if they're still asleep and need their waking up.
LFO truly coming out with the ranked passion, with the aggression here, just swinging left and right and hoping, I guess.
The passion of ranked, I mean, this is the current strat really recently. It's a lot of aggression, seeing, especially when playing scrims or watching other team play scrims or even just practice matches, you're seeing a lot of just straight aggression rather than playing those old tactical games you used to see. And I wonder if that's due to the current change of meta, and especially with the suppressors not being able to show traces and still not having a damage buff. So it's interesting to see how the meta has just changed with one change of attachment.
Yep, but Sharky, he's going to run right up there. No, he's not going to decide to go up the stairs, but yet he is going to hold. He's going to look to push up Army, but are they aware of this? I don't think they are. Sharky looking to go for the swing. He's looking up. He's not going to be able to pick one, but Jaeger is going to pick Sharky's head off the table there.
Having Sharky shut down so early, especially after managing to take control of those armory stairs, which are quite important, that's a very serious issue to have, especially to lose a player like that so early on. But having armory is important, as now they've got that whole angle they can swing from and hold down. There's multiple ways they can push into site from here, including window and rotating back into big tower.
And I'll be looking to go for the swing here. Alpi, sorry. I may have mispronounced the name 102. Drones flying out. Nothing going to be found as of now. 2 minutes remain. Alpi's going to take some damage. Monkey looking to go for the swing. The kill is going to be confirmed, turning it into a 5 versus 3. Alpi going to be able to pick off one. That's going to give him a double kill. C4 flies out. It's not going to connect. He's going to look to heal there. And that's just a 2 versus 5. I'm just too noob. He's going to die, and, well, he's already dead. It's Monkey. He's going to die there. And Zofia just going to retreat now with 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Tash has not got much of a choice here, unless he can pull an ace out of nowhere. I mean, we'd expect something from someone on this kind of team, but I'm not sure what we'll see from Tash. Perhaps just a KD save and a timeout with his team whilst he waits. But this is definitely the EGIRLZ we wanted to see. Oh, there's one straight away bringing it down.
Yep, he's going to find one, but nope, Refrag's going to come out immediately with the Jaeger there, and that's a 5-2. So they are looking to close that gap ever so slightly.
Yeah, that was a good round from EGIRLZ, bringing it to almost a flawless round in that defense there. Just sort of losing it in the end as one of them got a bit too greedy and overpeaked. But it's nice to see how it's going.
Yep, sometimes overpeaking can really just be the end of your team, but other times it's about confidence, isn't it? Really, sometimes.
Current meta, I mean, I think that was just R6 timing. I think overpeak there, if he was just looking sort of an inch to the left, would have been an easy frag there. But he was just looking at the right time, right place, and he managed to get that peak back.
You know what? I do reckon confidence does play a fair part in R6 though, because you gotta be like, you know, currently, let's look at it right now. It's 5-2. You know, what's going through their head right now? Is it, are we going to do this? Are we going to make it? Are we going to crawl back to a 5-5 scoreline? Or have they slowly inside decided to give up?
I think the EGIRLZ, after sort of being quite devastated quite badly in those first few rounds, losing almost every single attack, I think now going into that and winning one straight away on defense is going to boost some morale. I think they're definitely going to have the confidence to go and win a couple more, if not the rest of them.
Yep, I could not agree with you more. On our screen it says it's a 4 versus 5, but I believe that's cap as I see all 10 players on the board right now.
I do believe it's just telling us lies, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's straight just trying to jinx us up here.
That's
Is
just a
it
forecast.
predicting?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it our future forecast for the game? Once again, they are pushing as a team. This is what I like from LFO here. They're pushing together. They brought themselves into the garage there. They're looking to join Monkey, but oh, Alpi on the roam here. Is he going to be found out as he looks to approach main? That is the person on the drone outside there. He's just going to tuck himself into this corner for now.
Pin between the two.
Looking for, oh, he's going to grab one. He's going to grab two. Yes, that's it. A 5 versus 3, and he's going to take the drone. Not only is he going to grab those kills, but he is going to take away a little bit of droning power from them.
Away with all his health, especially after 2 picks and a drone, that's incredibly impressive. Even after 1 pick and a drone, that is incredibly impressive for him to come out with.
Oh, and he's not done there. He said no, he's gonna pick one up onto a Nook, and that's it. It's a 5 versus 2 all of a sudden. Alpi now looking to push towards Zigzag as he approaches the final 2 members of LFO. They are outside. See, a little damage is going to be taken by Ace, but Sharky holding a very tight angle. Prefire is going to go out. He's not going to find anything. It's going back and forth now, but Alpi's going to decide to retreat here as Ace holds the other side of meeting.
A Jaeger and an Ash dueling it out is something we used to see a lot in old pro leagues.
Yep, but that's a kill going to be found, and well, that's it. Defenders once again winning, turning our scoreline to 5-3.
There is that flawless round I was talking about straight away with incredible roaming play from Alfie there. He really shut them down, really got them knocked out. The lack of droning from LFO really was their downfall in that round. I think if we can see another round like that in Kitchen and Dining, we're in for a treat.
Yep, I could not agree more with you. But are they now taking a morale, is confidence going down on LFO now? 2 flawless rounds. They were impact. They came in this game, head mindset strong. And now they're slowly falling back.
Their confidence is certainly going to take a dip as they're losing 2 rounds in a row to a team who are quite possibly, they might see as worse than them. But really we've seen them wake up. We've seen EGIRLZ wake up here. LFO beginning to fall asleep a bit, it looks like. Their morale's going to be losing. They're going to be getting grumpy with each other. They might even be calling each other a few select names, but I doubt it with a team like this. It's exciting to see what's going to happen, especially with this kind of defense. It's an interesting sight, especially as it's quite hard to defend and always someone's last pick. But instantly they're reinforcing the top floor, which means they're going to be looking for a kid's holding.
Yeah, 110%. I cannot agree more. But little bit of damage being done onto their own teammates, and there's no Thunderbird to save you this time. So is this going to help LFO win their round?
I think it'll certainly assist LFO as that brings them down to almost 1 player of health. They've just lost the equivalent of 1 person, so they're not going to be able to take as many gunfights, and they're going to have to calm down the aggression, which has been winning them a lot of those rounds.
Yep, and the thing is, I think LFO might just need to slow it down a bit here to be able to collect around 5 versus 5, spraying, opening the windows. It's all going smoothly, but that's an aggressive peek coming out from Azami here. She's going to hop over the barrier. Nothing is going to be found. She's spraying. She's going to get a little damage maybe from the Twitch drone, but that is the worst. That is the least of her problems, sorry.
Yeah, definitely a good play there. That's wasting time. That's making them instantly slow themselves down as they're looking, oh, there's an Azami playing around here. Who else are we expecting to come in from behind us?
Yep, Thermite going to press down the breach on top, so he's going to open half of it, but Monkey's going to be taken down. Swarm is going to fire a couple bullets there, but 5 versus 4. Oh, never mind. I spoke a little too early. The refrag is going to come back, turning us right back to a 4 versus 4. Never mind. That's it for EGIRLZ, a 2v4 and 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes, sorry there, but never mind, a 1 versus 4, and Tash is going to look to pick up 1. Fnatic looking to swing in the corridor now. The question is, do they know his location? Flashbangs are going to fly out, sorry. Plant looking to go down now. 1 versus 3.
I wonder if he can hear that and he's going to be making his play soon. Now he's got a site retake against 3 players. This could be a very interesting or a very poor round for him.
Yep, he's fully blinded. He's looking to swing in the door. No, he doesn't quite push it yet. Head down, trying to dodge those bullets. Luckily, they're just going over his head for now. 30 seconds on the board.
He sees one of them and he picks him off.
That's it. Very nice. 1 versus 2, but he needs those 7 seconds to defuse the bomb. So realistically, he's looking at 10 seconds to get 2 kills now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, oh, there they are, and Shower's finally been able to pick him up as he's on his rotator round. Excellent round from LFO there. But again, I think it might be this site. It must be cursed because we've seen both teams lose that each time on their third defense.
Yep, and that's it. It's match point in favor of LFO. Are they going to be able to claim round the map? Sorry, because we've still got a second map to come here.
Going into dorms and kids now, it's quite important that they do make their play here. They've got to make themselves known. It's nice to see the Grim, especially on a player like Sharky. That's going to be a really interesting play to see. But I think that EGIRLZ, if they keep playing the way they have and they go back to that sort of aggressive mentality with all their players' health, I think this could definitely be a win for them.
Yeah, the Grim, he's just firing out those clusters, those swarms of bees, is what I've been calling them. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much. I just call them bugs. I mean, like, sort
Bugs.
of when I'm in a game and I get shot with by bugs, I'm not very happy about it. Interesting place for a mute jammer there, because that could instantly be just shot straight through, especially as we've been seeing a lot of IQ, but they haven't seemed to bring one. However, that Ash charge on that wall, perhaps trying to open it up, or even a Zombie trying to open it up, that's instantly going to get rid of that mute charge as it's behind a soft wall rather than a reinforced one.
Azami down the stairs. Is she going to be able to maybe recreate some of that magic that Sharky was putting us on earlier with those spawn peaks?
I don't think we're going to see spawn peaks, because I think the other team are going to be prepared for it, and I think that EGIRLZ know that. That's why they're... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. However, she does seem to be going upstairs to look through those windows, seeing who he can pick. Perhaps he's even just going up there to shoot and spray and save some time. But Red Cannon is definitely someone we need to be looking out for. So let's see how he does on this spawn peak angle.
Oh, Red Cannon. If he opens one of those windows, Monkey would not be in the best situation. But no, he's just going to play his time. But the question is, does LFO know that he's managed to make his way up there? Never mind, Zofia's going to be able to find one. She's already in sight there. This is not good. She's going to be able to find two, turning it 3v5. Refrag's going to come out, though. Twix looking to spray, but that's it. 4 versus 2 now. 1. And it all remains on Red Cannon, who's rotating towards White Stairs. Plant going to start going down. 2 minutes remain.
Absolutely an LFO game here. There's not much he can do.
Yep. 1 versus 3, 10 HP in a dream. Is he going to just hold out for those final 40 seconds? Nope, he's going to be able to look to pick out one. Yes, no, yes. He is going to be able to take swarms spraying, but now they have the angles back on the Azami here. The Red Cannon going to be taken down. Was that a one-tap?
We're going to have to see.
Oh. Yep,
yeah,
that's a one-tap. He's been sent to the forever box there.
Yeah, he's just gunned into the clips, hasn't he?
Yeah, and LFO taking our map number 1 there.
Excellent, well done to LFO. I mean, that's the kind of a thing I'd expect to see, especially from a team who managed to play more games, but play second and 4 reg wins, exact same amount. I think that's definitely what I expected. I expected more from the EGIRLZ, however. I did not think it would be quite a trampling. I thought there'd be more to play for. So, a bit upsetting to see that, but let's hope we see that in the next round.
Yep. And our next map is going to be Clubhouse. So, Clubhouse, obviously, is a little less defender-sided. Oh, it's not Club.
No, Club was banned out.
Club was banned out.
It's Villa. We're on Villa, I think.
Villa.
Villa is a very interesting map. Villa's a lot of long-range fights, but also it's got a big mix between CQC, because there's a lot of tight corners you've got to turn as well as long hallways. It's interesting to see, and it's going to be a good map to watch. So, as we're setting up for Villa now, I'm excited to see who's going to be attacking, who's going to be defending. Seeing EGIRLZ on that defense, I think that's going to be interesting. I think that's definitely going to damage LFO's morale if they can get those defenses that we saw earlier just a bit more pumped up.
Yep. So we're going to be taken to the nice Italian countryside where there lies a big old villa. Now the question is, EGIRLZ starting off an attack this time. I want to know your take. Villa, it's quite a large map. EGIRLZ weren't the best with their droning, so when it comes to their attack, are they going to struggle?
Well, EGIRLZ are on defense now, so I wonder if we're going to see a bit of a strong defense. I wonder if we're going to see very passive, or we're going to see a lot of angle holding. If they're doing a lot of angle holding, I think we'll definitely be in trouble, as LFO seem to have got a lot of droning. However, they did miss a key few roamers. So I wonder if we're going to see people in basement waiting to go up to the top, or if we're going to see people just playing those itty little bitty corners just to sneak out on people.
I cannot agree with you more there, so I think we're just gonna wait to get back in that one. But like you said, it's a
Yeah.
large map. You do need the utility, you do need the drone work, the coordination. If you can't have that, it's gonna be a struggle on attack.
Almost certainly, it's a very hard map to play without that teamwork, without that utility, and especially without those gunfights. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of exchanges of bullets, perhaps even some max empties. I'm hoping personally to see a Blackbeard. I think with his recent buff of the suppressors and the 2x scope on him, I think he's very, very powerful in the current meta, especially on a site such as Villa. Being able to hold those angles with a long shield and able to peek very little of him and protect his own head, that means he can take a couple of bullets as he's a 2-speed, 2 health. So he's able to take bullets, get that intel, report back to his team, and refrag with a gun just as powerful as he is.
So I reckon that this time we're gonna see. I reckon it's gonna be LFO again. I'm not gonna lie, because they were definitely taking more rounds than Egos on attack because they managed to win 2. Egos may have taken 1, but 2's more than 1. So I reckon LFO maybe potentially taking another map here, but I reckon it's going to be a much closer scoreline.
I think LFO coming off the back of a win, that's definitely a very powerful tool to have on their side. So winning that is going to boost up their morale. They're going to be giving their congratulations to each other. They're going to be saying, well done, we did it. We can overcome their defences. EGIRLZ, they're going to be looking at what they've done wrong, which is also incredibly important as they're coming off a loss and not wanting to lose completely and go into a draw. That's going to be important. If they can then push this another map or into a draw, it's going to be big for them because they're going to be looking at what they've done wrong. If they can build on that, improve it, fix that aggression, fix all the issues, they're going to have a very, very good game. I think, however, my money is going back onto LFO UK as it's going to be an interesting match for them.
Yeah, no, I think it's looking like an LFO. I wonder, like you said, because they just have come off a win, is confidence going to be a key part in this? Because, I think it was Pengu who was talking about this a couple of days ago, maybe a week or 2 ago on the NAL cast, and it was, for instance, if you go 0-4 in a match, is it going to start affecting you? Or are you going to start saying to yourself, wow, my first match is being streamed, what am I doing? Where's my head at? Is it going to affect your mechanical skills out there?
Definitely, because you're getting a lot more focused on what you're doing. A lot of people's mechanical skills are very muscle memory, so when I'm Shaiko peeking or when I'm just quick peeking someone, I'm just doing that with a thought of my fingers. I'm not thinking about doing that, I'm doing it. I go, I want to Shaiko peek this right corner, my fingers do it. I'm not thinking, right, I need to press QAWE, But when you start thinking about it, when you start thinking, right, need to peek this corner, okay, aim. You're going to be aiming a bit more funky, you're going to be aiming lower, you're going to be aiming high, you're not going to be controlling your recoil as well. It's going to be interesting. So that damage you can get done to your ego, especially, it really lowers your confidence. And lower confidence means less mechanical skill, and it's a horrible cycle that you can get stuck in.
100%. I reckon, once again, just going to repeat it. Closer scoreline, but definitely in favor of LFO as they were able to come off that win. Fair enough.
Definitely. Closer
So
scoreline.
on their attacking rounds, they were quite predominant. Honestly, they were coming in. It wasn't coming down to a 1 versus 1 situation. It was much rather a 4 versus 1 situation. If it was a 1 versus 1, who knows? But 4 versus 1, that's stating a fact right there.
Yeah, well, there's a multitude of it, really. I mean, they're coming into they were just polar opposite rounds. I mean, you'd get into a flawless round from the EGIRLZ, and then straight away you'd be coming off to an LFO and a 3 versus 1 as we saw at the end there. I mean, it's just really interesting to see how that could just change with one drop of a hat. Like, they knew their defense, they changed that defense, and they managed to overcome it. That's one of the strengths LFO has under their wing. Someone I'd like to see this match is Sens. I think Sens has been incredibly well buffed this season. I don't know if you've played him, but I think with the 417, definitely he's playing very, very well, and I think he's got a lot of utility that could be used.
Yeah, no, 100%. Sens being played out there. I don't know. What is your opinion on Sens? I've had mixed reviews.
I fancy myself a